Alright guys, what's going on? So, my voice is a little shot today. I'm still sick. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I haven't been going anywhere or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter. So I think probably today's the last day of the Amazon sales. And some people asked questions on the live stream the other day about should they buy a uv-5r as a new ham. I would say it's fine, but I try to steer people away from that and get them to buy a radio that has a better front end. So the problem with the uv-5r that I've noticed is if you're driving around, it picks up noise. The squelch will just continue to open even if it's turned up all the way. That's, I think, what they call intermod overload. So in city areas and stuff like that where there's lots of noise, the front end of the radio can't handle it. But yeah, if you're gonna buy one, as long as it's under like 15-16 bucks, like here's a supposedly 8-watt uv-5r MK4 8-watt Merkit, blah blah blah. And I guess there might be like some more discounts on this because I'm not logged into my Prime, but let's see if I can find that one later when I post the video. So there is stuff like that. Like basically, if you can pay $30 and get 2 radios, you might be okay. This one looks like a lightning deal. It's a tri-band. It comes with the extra antennas. I personally wouldn't buy one really on purpose. The last time I bought one was because Amazon gave me a $20 card. It was only Amazon fulfilled and Amazon sold products, and I couldn't find anything. And then I found out that there was a uv-5r for $18 or something like that, shipped and sold by Amazon, and so I ordered it. Well, if you're gonna buy one, at least get one that comes with a programming cable to help you get started if you're new. And maybe get one of these ones that has airband on it, like this one. This is the GT5R Pro. I mean, these are basically uv-5rs, but it claims it has no weather and airband, which is really going to be fun to check out when you're a new ham. So I wouldn't just buy a plain uv-5r, but I mean, it's on you if you want to do that. Here's another one. It looks like a version of the really expensive one that the B-Tech was selling. But it's a uv-5r MK5. No idea what that means, but okay. And here's just like a plain one. But so yeah, so here's what I would buy. I'd buy something like this. Now I'm not sure, this one's probably locked to the ham bands. So if you're new, a lot of people do buy these radios to use outside of the ham bands on like GMRS or FRS. If you don't know what GMRS or FRS is, just do a Google search. But anyway, this is a really good deal on a radio with an extra antenna. It might be a tri-band antenna, like where it covers 2 meters, 220 megahertz, and 440 megahertz. Most likely it does not, though. And it's most likely that the radio could be completely firmware locked to the ham bands. So I'm just kind of going back through this. Let's see here. Here's one for 15. This is a GMRS radio, which I have no idea what that really means. Here's one of these if you want to buy ones in different colors. But camouflage. The best deal that I've seen so far out of everything was this. There's two radios for $24.99. Two of these sold by AUS Will, which is the company that sells these that are unlocked. And you can tell because the top screen shows 220 megahertz. So this is like a $12 radio. You're just going to have to buy two of them. You'll never see this radio for $12, trust me. See right here? Same deal. $39 for two, which is still $20 a radio, which is still cheaper. And then you get a program cable for like $7. But like this right here is nuts. So yes, if I was new, this is the one I would buy. I'd have a backup radio. And it's unlocked. You could put it on GMRS and play around with it. I mean, look, here's one. Right here. So here's another one that supposedly has an AM/FM receiver, so it has airband. I don't know anything about those, but I mean, as long as you spend less than $20 and try and find one with a programming cable. So here's one for $25. Comes with two batteries, a programming cable, a really crappy hand microphone, and just the regular stuff. But it comes with an Abri, the Nagoya 771 copy antenna, which is a good antenna. It really is. I've got several of them. So that one would be really good, like, get you started, you know. I don't know if the radio is going to have the same issues as the uv-5r. But, like, as cheap as these radios are, buy it, use it. If you don't like it, get something different. But only the uv-5r is the only radio I've bought that has that intermod problem. So, realistically, I wouldn't buy it as a first radio. But you can, you know, it's up to you. So, let's see. I wanted to come in here and see if we could find this other one. There's another radio that's a really good deal right now. They want to sell all these radios in pairs, it looks like, I swear. This one right here. So you can either buy the radio itself for $19, and it's a variant of the UV-K5, which means it should be firmware unlockable. It means it's going to have multiple bands. It's got a really nice display, and it's going to be USB rechargeable battery and airband. So bare minimum, it's going to have 2 meters, 440, 70, 1.25 centimeters, also known as 220, a 1.25 meter band. Anyway, it's $19 on an Amazon deal from 24. They do have an additional one if it's still available. It's not sold out. Same thing, same radio, programming cable, crappy microphone, and an extra antenna for like $3.20 more. That is well worth it. So, if I was new, I'd buy something like that before I bought a uv-5r. But you can buy whatever you want. You can buy one of these DMR radios for $71 and still be able to program analog into it and have a much better radio. So the options are quite a few. If you want to tinker with stuff, then get a UV-5 regular. Let me look it up. Okay. UV-5. So, right now, this radio here is usually $31. It's $24. And it's nice. It's got metal that goes around it and stuff like that. I've had mine for a year, maybe 2 years now. I've dropped it a whole bunch. It's been pretty good. It just doesn't care. I have one of these. But again, obviously, you can get 2 of them for less money. These are $39, so they go on sale better than this, actually. But still, $20. They have a different name on the top, but they come with a better antenna. And let's see. There's a couple different companies selling these, but they're all pretty much the same. Let's see here. So this is a better radio than a UV-5, or I mean a uv-5r by far. Has airband and all that other stuff. You can get a camouflage one. So basically, look for a UV-5. Find the best deal you can find. They have aftermarket batteries for them that are really big, and there's just a ton of support for them. They can be opened up to receive from like 18 megahertz all the way to gigahertz, and they can pick up single sideband on the amateur radio bands. And there's a kit here. You can order this thing and do an HF daughter board. It's crazy stuff. I'm not even going to get into it and try and explain it because it's just too damn complicated. But there's definitely lots of stuff for that radio. And, you know, I mean, get a couple of handhelds if you're new, you know? I mean, play around with them. Learn how to program them. That's my advice. Thanks for watching, guys.